Been sizing this video up for quite some time, folks. What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another WaterHopin episode. Before we get into today's video, if you guys haven't already, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button for me. Also, we have a giveaway going on the channel in case you guys aren't aware. Currently, there is a giveaway running on the channel until we hit 500 subscribers. You can't win them both, but you can win one or the other, and the first place winner will get to choose whether they want the bait caster or the bag of lures. It's all their choice. Anyways, guys, long-awaited video here. We've been planning this and working on this and building towards this for so long now. It actually began before I even got the truck. I have had this in my brain that I wanted to do something along the lines of building this camper DIY type layout for quite some time now. Actually, probably 2-3 years, honestly, it's been in my brain, but not really brought into fruition until as of late. And we're gonna, hold on one second. Oh, little darling. Going out for a bike ride? What are you just gonna blow past me here? Am I gonna give you a kiss? Alright. Jeez Louise. We're here to talk about a drawer build for a cap that doesn't exist yet. Kind of weird, but this is a camper build, and it would make more sense if we had a cap on the truck, but the cap is ordered. It's not gonna come in for at least, I think, maybe 3-4 weeks, which means you guys will probably not see the video for 4 to 5 weeks because it'll take me at least a week to get something out after that cap comes in. So until then, we just have the tonneau cover covering it, and I can show you guys what we're working with in the meantime. So with that being said, I'm gonna show you guys what myself and Steve, my fiance Caitlin, my future father-in-law, built here over the last couple weeks while I was doing this whole at-home COVID thing. So come along, I'm gonna take you guys through it start to finish, and we'll show you guys how it went. So yeah, with that being said, let's get into it, guys. You know what's great? When you get charged half price, because they don't know how to ring something up and they don't care enough to try and figure it out. Just paid $40 for this carpet and 2 cans of multi-bond all-purpose spray, whatever you want to call it. I'll show you guys when we get back to the house. But yeah, I basically should have just paid about, I don't know, 65, 66 bucks, something like that. Instead, paid $42. Shh, fucking douche. Duh. Dude just almost backed right out into me. All right, but before we dive too deep into this, guys, I just wanted to let you know, in order to do this build for yourselves at home, I would consider this a DIY build, because this is very much something that someone with very little to no experience can accomplish for themselves. I myself, very limited carpentry experience. I had the help of Steve big time along the way. I will say I did a lot of the cuts, but he did some of the more important cuts and kind of helped guide the whole ship along the way. But very proud of the end result, and I just want to take you guys through it. All you really need to do this, by the way, is a skill saw, a drill, a straight edge, and a measuring tape. And we also did use a nail gun. If you guys don't have the luxury or the access to use a nail gun, you guys can just use a good old-fashioned elbow grease, a hammer, and a nail. It'll still come out the same way. Just kind of expedited the process for us a little bit by using the nail gun. So with that being said, guys, I know I'm dragging. Let's dive on into this build. I know you guys want to see what's going on and kind of how it came to fruition. Okay, now that we got everything out of here, basically what we did was we took these 3 2x10s and we ran them straight down the line, hugging up to these wheel wells here. Now I'm going to remove these hatches. We'll talk about these hatches in a little while, but I'm going to remove this just so I can show you guys what's going on here. This 2x10 runs flush along this wheel well here, and what we did is we used the fact that it runs flush to create a hatch in the front and in the back, and you just have your little finger hole in the hatch here to gain access to it. All of our cutoffs are in the back, actually, to create our back wall along the cab of the truck, and that's what gives you your stability, something to butt up against. That's what actually makes this all sit so nice and square. So you have your 3 2x10s running lengthwise, which creates 2 slots on either side. This side is the drawer, which we'll talk about all on its own. And then this side is the removable panel, which basically gives us our option for me either being by myself or being with the darling, or depending on whatever the plan is for the time, options are available. Plus this piece has a double purpose too that I just discovered recently, so I'll show you guys that as well. Oh, she's taking her. You better hold on to her. Gone. Okay, so after we framed the whole thing out with the 2x10s, we also decided, I made a decision basically kind of halfway through the build, 2 decisions actually. So after we got the framing done with the 2x10s, I made a decision, basically 2 decisions. One, I decided I wanted to have the floor on this side finished as well, and I was gonna carpet this side. That was something I had undecided until I kind of started seeing it come together. I decided that this definitely is something I want carpeted permanently. Originally, I was thinking I might just roll out a rug or have a little piece of rolled out carpet I would use, but honestly, this is indoor-outdoor carpet that I got from Home Depot, and it's pretty strong stuff. So honestly, it's all very temporary. Right now I am loading my kayak into this side on the open side, and it's all very temporary, so I'm not too worried about it. I wouldn't do it long term, loading the kayak in here, especially because when I really crank on it, I'm already starting to mess up the edges here on this trim piece, but it's really not a big deal. After that, we decided on this end table piece here, so let's zoom this in just a smidge. So in the back here, you have this piece. So this is the end table, so you guys can see the dimensions of it. Roughly about 19 inches wide and about 14 inches long. The cool thing about this piece, guys, You take it, you turn it like this, lay it in here like that. Show you something. And then, when I'm sitting in the camper, come back here, ooh, and then, totally was not intentional, but can work on my laptop right here. So just clicking away, got your hatch here to your left where my AC plug is. So as long as the truck's running, obviously, you can only use that AC plug when the truck is running, but still very cool. I actually used it to vacuum out the truck today, so super cool in that sense. But yeah, this right here, very cool, because it's my sliding end table. If I want to use it for the rough side, this is all sanded, stained, and varathane, so it's all, I mean, you can't splinter yourself if you tried on this. So all the edges as well are stained and water sealed, because I was worried. I just didn't want, I'm called the WaterHopper, so I interact with water quite a bit with my kayak fishing and hunting and just general shenanigans I do outside. So this was a cool double purpose. I love double purposes, I'm coming to find out. Did not realize I would be able to use this as a desk. So obviously when the tonneau cover's not in here, I'll be able to sit all the way back, But right now, just picture it, we're gonna get a MX series cap. It's actually gonna be about 4 to 5 inches taller is what I'm told, of the flushness of the truck. So yeah, MX series cap. We are getting the wind doors, as well as it is gonna be headlined with dual rope lights. It's gonna be awesome, guys. She poop?
Nope.
No poop?
Well, if I still have the bag.
So that piece, that's what underneath there is going to be where the batteries go. That's where I'll have my onboard power. So we're calling that the end table. And then this back right hatch here, back in here, that's just like a roadside emergency kit right there. And you got this one right here. So this is the one where I keep my, obviously you can see no fronts here. So we have the AC plug. This comes standard on the truck right there. So you can plug in your AC 12 volt right there. One plug. And then I have my, basically I decided to keep this front portion. You can see it's just that's the bed of the truck right there. One thing I haven't mentioned yet is the fact that none of this is actually screwed into the bed. This all slides out. These are my NRS boundary boots. Wear these all the time, like all the time. So you can see all these panels are notched out like so. So they just kind of fit in there like that. It's just they all just kind of sit in there. Everything is held in by each other, So slide that back there real quick. I'm gonna slide this panel over again. Kind of is. You guys can see right here, obviously this doesn't sit flush. That's kind of OCD bothering me, but it's not a big deal. Just something that kind of bothers me and I want to have noted. Yeah, so her piece right here. Now, in order to talk about her piece right here, I kind of have to talk about the drawer itself too. So we'll talk about this piece right here. Basically, the way I designed this camper is I wanted it to be, normally, let's be honest, it's gonna be me by myself most of the time when I'm out using this camper, whether I'm going on some overnight fishing trips where I drive far away, or I'm going out hunting, or I'm gonna do a stealth camping thing like at a Walmart or something like that. That's probably gonna be me by myself. But when it comes to like group camping and trips to Michigan and things like that with the Darlin, trips that we will do that I don't even have planned yet in the future, who knows, those kinds of times I wanted to have the option for it to be able to convert from one person to two person. You slide it over and you slide it back, and it's really that easy. So now when the cap's on there, I have this side to sit on, this side to sleep on, and then you have like kind of a shelf area on the opposite side so that you can put whatever knickknacks and June jacks and Fiddlefax you have on the other side. I don't even know what I just said. It's like I'm in the Cat in the Hat or something. It's a nice board, really nice board. But on the back side, you see that little sheen to it? So this one got a little extra special attention. This one actually got stained twice and it got varathaned twice. Reason being, this one is gonna kind of end up being my workstation. And I'll show you guys how I use that in combination with the drawer. It's a cool dual purpose. I didn't even realize it was gonna serve until the build actually finished, and I saw that I could use it for this, so that's when I hit it with the 2 layers of varathane, because that made it, I mean, like I'd pay you money to get a splinter on this board. Wouldn't that really suck if I actually found one right now? Because it could happen. I mean, this ain't professionally done or nothing. There's probably a splinter to be had somewhere around this board. All right, last thing. Blammo! So, this is the drawer, guys, and as you can see, it does run the full length of the truck. You can see it comes all the way out there. 6 feet, 1 inch. So, at the front here, little fold down screw and handle, cast iron bottle opener, and just a little threaded in little ring right there. Whole carpet around the whole inside, up the walls. Right there. Got this. This is for my used soft plastics. Coffee cup whenever you need it. Beautiful trout. Check out that trout. Started my collection. I'm going to save the bottle caps, one of each kind of beer I have. So, first 2 I'm adding to it is a Samuel Adams Summer Ale and a, hold on here, Kona Brewing Company right there. In these drawer right here, no slides. There are no slides on this drawer. The way it works, you can see I greased the bottom. You might not see it anymore, but the bottom has been greased with mirror wax. And then I bought these 3 hefty totes that are almost, I'm not making that up, guys. Look at that's how much space there is with those hefty totes. And then these are called the High Rise Store Extra Stuff 40 quart. So these are the 40 quarts. Front one right here holds, well, fishing line, sunglasses, odds and ends. This one is my quote-unquote fishing rain jacket on top. For tying on new line right there. Every bag of soft plastics I have. My dry bag for when I'm on the kayak. More soft plastics. Roasting and toasting. In between the boxes, I realized I can kind of push these up snug to each other like that and still put things between them. So I keep my life jacket here because it's something I need regularly. Just kind of sits snug in there. I also keep an umbrella as well. Keep 2 umbrellas in the truck. Never know when you're gonna need an umbrella. Oh, and then the 3rd tote right here. This is my quote-unquote cooking tote. So you got your utensils right here. I'm not gonna even open that up right now. We'll talk about this whole thing in depth at another time, what's in my cooking box. But you guys can see, got a cutting board, oven mitts. Alright, so what's in the drawers isn't necessarily all that important. The main thing I love about this drawer, for one, is the fact that it slides independently. There are no slides on this drawer. It just kind of, you know, and it won't go all the way in for you, but works just fine for me. But one thing I realized, double purpose here. We'll get you guys out of here real quick. Remember this panel we talked about? So one of the main reasons I varathaned it twice, so you can take it, you can set it into the drawer. Right there. So now, you got yourself a little extended workstation here. So basically when I'm cooking or whatever I'm going to be doing, tying on lures, what have you, this is totally smooth, totally workable. And obviously, so when I'm camping by myself, it leaves this side nice and open for me. My bed with my tri-folding Milliard mattress. I'll link a card right there if you guys want to see the video of me unboxing my truck mattress I'm going to be using in here. It's going to be a Milliard 4-inch foam tri-folding mattress, and then I'm going to be doing 2 side by side for when it's me and the darling. All I gotta say about that, check out the video. Good video, definitely something that's worth looking into, and something you guys should really consider getting. That's about it. That's about all I can really tell you guys until this camper gets on here. We're waiting for the cap, essentially, is what's happening. When the cap comes in, everything's gonna fall into place. We're gonna do our first night of sleep in it. Honestly, it's probably gonna be right here in this freaking driveway is where I'll do the first night of sleep, probably the day that we get it put on the truck. With that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see some detailed stuff, details, I'm telling you. Basically, if you want to see, I don't know what you guys want to see. We got these hatches right here. What did I not talk about enough? The hatches right here, they're all finger holes cut where I sanded out the finger holes, notched out the hatch piece right there, you can tell. They all just kind of lay next to each other. The pieces is what holds them in. Everything being in there is what all holds it together and keeps it square. We got very lucky with how square everything actually turned out. And I cannot tell you how stoked I am to finally have this and to be ready to get some camping going. Keep some more water hopping adventures flowing, and enjoy this summer. Although it be a COVID summer, whatever the hell that means in today's day and age. So I really appreciate you guys for watching. As always, guys, subscribe to the channel for more, and keep water hopping. And I'll see you soon. Yeah.